Hello there, my very good friends. On today's Wrestling After News, Stephanie McMahon has accidentally told you how to cheat on WWE.
Have we got a new duo coming to SmackDown?
The biggest draw in wrestling has finally been revealed.
And Clash in Paris might get one last match.
I'm Andy.
I'm Michael.
And this is the news. All right, Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah.
She's gone into business for herself.
She sure has, man.
Accidentally, perhaps. Actually, watching the way she did this, with a big smile on her face. She probably knew what she was doing. It's quite fun. But yeah, look, we all know about how watching WWE in the United States can be quite an expensive activity, right? We got this new deal kicking in with ESPN where you're going to have to pay $29.99 a month to watch the PLEs, which some people who already have ESPN are going to get for free, but a bunch of other people are not because it depends on your cable provider.
Weird deal.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to go from paying like 12 or whatever it is on Peacock to it's a lot more money. Yeah. Right? It's crazy. Like, it's expensive. People are getting priced out of their hobby over here. And if you're watching on cable, you know, you get all these ads and you have to sit through these breaks every 10 minutes and all this stuff. And cable's expensive. And you're sitting here in Idaho or Wyoming and you're like, maybe I should cut the cord. But if you cut the cord, you save a lot of money. You might not be able to watch WWE anymore. And you love wrestling. That's your hobby. That's why you're watching this video right now. Stephanie McMahon has just buried all that. So this was on her show. What's Your Story? Stephanie had a little passage where she went, and I quote, WWE on Netflix is truly the best thing ever. But there's one catch. Not everybody gets that. A lot of you are still watching WWE the old school way on cable, dealing with boring commercials while I'm watching uninterrupted action. Let's fix that. Now, I'm not sure what Stephanie said next on the video.
No.
My computer wouldn't play the next bit. But Michael, did you know that you can sign up for NordVPN right now?
What?
Using our exclusive deal, 73% off.
You kidding?
3 months for free. The link is in the description down below. I don't know anything about what else Stephanie is talking about here.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a deal.
I bet it was probably something just like that.
It
I
may-
know
it-
Stephanie McMahon, and I
knows?
think I do.
Who knows? But she wants you to cheat on the Fed, man.
Funny this,
Oh, yeah, Uncle Fed over here.
mean, I never will.
Your famous nickname.
Fedmaster.
Uncle Fed. Demon Fed Master.
Fed Foon. Tug Fed.
Fed Altman. There you go.
I will not listen to you, Stephanie McMahon, and I will never cheat on the Fed. But yeah, I mean, watch a podcast to get the ways. It's Stephanie McMahon doing ad reads. It was not on my 2025 bingo card.
What are you I didn't see an ad read in the video.
It makes
What are you on about?
makes me sick to my stomach, GUR, to think of the podcast charts of which we have proudly been a part of. Talisman of that thing for years now, being polluted by these, it's, what I worry about? It's the independent podcast creators, the likes of us, the likes of The Undertaker. People like that just want to do some honest pro wrestling content, and then in sneaks Stephanie McMahon, and who else have they got on that big slate? The Raw Talk, where it's like the in-house Raw review. I don't imagine they're going to offer super critical analysis on their in-house Raw report. Anyway, Stephanie McMahon being a part of this, obviously, as a way to kind of still be within the company's four walls, but then having to, can you promote this thing? I can't wait till they're onto things like Blue Chew. It's coming, which I know is one of Blue Chew's taglines, actually. But it's
Stephanie doing a Blue Chew.
Like, all you sort of, imagine like your favourite podcast adverts are the ones that you hear most of me, where like, she's going to be like, and I was using WWE.com the other day, and it sucked. Maybe it was better with Squarespace. Yeah. Like, you can hear her having to go through all those words.
I can't wait for her. I shouldn't say that. Actually. I shouldn't say that. I was going to do another popular sort of ad that is read. I won't do it.
Some of them ain't great.
Yes, it's funny. It's funny. The thing is, like, Stephanie's not a WWE executive anymore.
No.
She's not on the board of directors or anything like that. Stephanie is literally just, she just shows up a couple of times a year and goes, "Welcome to WrestleMania." I can't do her voice.
I have my suspicions, right? I don't know. Maybe if there's a familial link or a surname. I think she's brothered in.
Yeah.
I can't.
I don't know what the connection is there.
No.
I don't know why also, she was on WWE Unreal in gorilla positioning.
Yeah.
Positioning, that's what it's called. Sitting next to Paul Levesque. He's trying to produce the show. Stephanie McMahon's there. Why was she sitting next to Triple H? Why were there photos of them on holiday together recently? What's going on there?
I'm just thinking about it, saying I'm going to ask my wife, and say, should we have an evening where we can be intimate together? We'll stick on Unreal and do a gorilla position.
Blue Chew. we don't even have a deal with them.
No, we don't.
Maybe
Believe me, you'd hear about those dick pills if we had money to make from them. I'll tell you that. That's how it goes. What was the cereal one we had for a bit? I loved that one.
That was sensational.
Stephanie McMahon having to just like eat Cocoa Pops for the podcast.
What's the funniest thing Stephanie McMahon could endorse?
Let us know in the comments below what you'd like.
Down below.
Well, us to endorse as well as Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah,
we're
absolutely.
We're sellouts. We'll take the money.
Well, it's weird. Give us some weird stuff that we can promote. Eel, where's the eel?
Where's it?
He's around here
Eel
somewhere.
Enterprise.
There he is.
There he
Eel.
is.
All right. There you go. Eel.
Eels. Stephanie McMahon. Buy eels.
Have you ever seen this? There's a new TikTok channel. A guy, it's called Eel Feels.
Right.
And this guy goes to a bridge every day and hangs out with some freaking eels.
Do they like come to the surface?
Yeah. They pop their heads out and go, bleh, and this guy's got names for them all. There's like Amelia, obviously. Neil the eel.
If he fell in the water, they'd kill him, right?
No, they love him. They love him. They love
This is
him.
like that guy, Phil sends me videos of how like he invites coyotes into the house and I'm like, you
Yeah,
don't know
you're
what you're
gonna
doing.
die.
That guy's going to turn eel.
It's like Grizzly Man with eels.
Yeah, exactly,
An
yeah.
eel can't kill you. Like,
Can it not?
Can
I
it?
don't know.
I don't know. Let us know in the comment section below. Yeah. Maybe it can electrocute you, actually.
Do you know what might electrify SmackDown soon? Is the Chelsea Green Ethan Page combo.
Good.
How's that for a segue? They've been making waves on NXT. They've kind of like it's a nice homage to the likes of your Lance Storm Team Canada Heart Foundation deal, where they've basically Canadianed up the North American title. They're coming out draped in the flag. It's like folded in Chelsea Green's character as the former United States champion on SmackDown and the Secret Harvest and the like, and they've gone down very well. The chemistry is immediate and obvious, and per WrestleVotes, several within WWE would like to see that current pairing brought to SmackDown in the near future. Additionally, some believe this newly minted Canadian faction would quickly establish Page as a key player. Ethan Page, obviously the North American champion on NXT. The jump from NXT to the main roster, I would say it's reasonable to say, is the smoothest it's ever been, with Shawn Michaels and Triple H in lockstep, rather than the old days of Triple H sending one of his projects to die on the main roster.
Suddenly, Keith Lee is the Bearcat.
Yeah, like the link is tighter than it used to be, but there's no guarantee that somebody makes it from the top of NXT to the top of the main roster. I like, for example, right now, Carmelo Hayes is mild-mannered mid-card act with The Miz, but it's not exactly him, the NXT World Champion, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's really bad.
They are, Melody, Miz, and they are awesome. But there's an example maybe of somebody that hasn't quite, gone on.
It hasn't worked.
Exactly.
Yes.
Ethan Page, well established, well experienced. I mean this in the complimentary sense, no spring chicken. Like, has done the reps and has got the years.
He's been in the game for ages.
Yeah. So a main roster run for him at this point should be the sort of thing where, like an LA Knight, for example, where it's like, actually, I am more than ready for this. But the act connecting is a big part of that. And this one connecting on NXT, with good reason. Chelsea Green can kind of do and say anything and get it over. Mm-hmm. So he's been given a great help there as well. It might be the perfect bridge for him to make that step up.
Yeah. I do feel the first thing that stands out is you're gonna do a Canadian faction and 50% of the membership will be Scottish. That's quite fun. That's quite funny. Yeah. Get Alba Fire and Piper Niven decked out in maple leaf suits.
Maple leaf kilts.
Yes, there we go.
Bring those two worlds together.
That's absolutely
Scotland
sacrilegious.
and Canada, there's got to be a bond there, right?
There probably
because
is.
Having to be the neighbours to the north.
And we got lots of mountains.
Yeah, and mountains and snow and cold weather.
Seals.
Like better and more affordable water.
Yeah, much better tap water.
Yeah.
Much better tap water that we don't pay for either.
Crazy, man.
So, but it is a fun pairing. It works. Like, look, the Pro Canada stuff literally always works. Mm-hmm. I know instantly people go, it's a relic and all. It gets over. Yeah. It almost always does. So why the hell not? Chelsea Green is one of the most televisual people in the company in that she can do anything. She could, she's kind of like the perfect mid-carder in a lot of ways because she's so expressive and funny and fun to watch. She doesn't seem to take herself too seriously in her performances, and she's more than willing to look like a complete donut when the time calls to be thrown in a bin or whatever. But yeah, she's a great TV character, and look, Ethan Page is like a perfect wrestler for WWE. Like, of course he's going to be on the main roster, and of course he's going to stay there for 20 years. He fits the mold so well. Like, he's a good wrestler. He's a really, really good talker. He's a good-looking dude. He has been wrestling like he's done lots of violent stuff with Darby Allin, but quite a WWE friendly style for a long time.
I think see him as a producer, couldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah. I think he's a perfect fit, really, and I think he's going to have a really long and successful WWE career. And I think that this act could be a really strong. Like, imagine if he just like debuts in the main roster, wins the US title straight away somehow, and
sticks the flag on it.
Yeah, immediately, instant heat. People will be like, "No, how dare you? That's my United States title, Mr. Canada over here."
Yeah,
it's good. It's good stuff, so they should definitely do it, and I think it will be very successful.
SmackDown needs it as well. Needs a few injections, I think, of something new and something exciting. It's struggled a lot this year, SmackDown. It could benefit from that a lot.
Yeah, it does need a bit of a shot in the arm.
Yeah.
Right, let's talk about... The biggest draw in wrestling has just been revealed. Who is the biggest draw in wrestling, Michael Hamflett?
Well, if you want to find out why it's not somebody on the AEW roster, you can watch our morning news to get some details on that. Maybe they should invest in one of these guys.
I'm on the frying pan again. It's Pikachu, mate. Pokemon. Pokemon is the biggest draw in Mexican wrestling, it seems. This is a fun thing that's happening. So it was actually Cy White, shout outs to Cy, who posted this in our wrestling thread earlier. Yeah. She was like, hey, there's a CMLL Pokemon show next month.
As the only person in this thread connected to other pop culture beyond our stupid industry.
Yeah.
Check this out.
As the only person in this thread who doesn't live in a bubble. Yeah, and I was like, all right, this is fun. It's happening on the 25th of September. It was announced yesterday. It's going to be in Arena Mexico. And Arena Mexico is like every Friday, there's like 5-figure people in there. It's crazy. Like the crowds in there are huge every single week. The Pokemon show is drawing like a mother effer. So Lucha Blog, who is the guy when it comes to English language, Lucha Libre commentary and reporting, posted yesterday. The Pokemon show has already sold all but 2 of the numbered seats. They didn't have the gradas and the balcony open yet, but they do now. So they've had to open up more seats because the Pokemon show is in demand, my very good friends, which is really fun. So it's going to have some kind of Pokemon match, I think. This match, by the way, is going to be on CMLL's YouTube. I love the idea of like Mystico dressing up as Pikachu and like Satnam Singh coming in and dressing up as Snorlax. And then having some kind of Pokemon fight.
You think you're special? Like just the two Pokemon came
together. Somebody throws a ball and Mystico appears. That'd be fun. This is so weird and stupid, right?
Yeah.
But also fun. And look, I will probably watch it. There's going to be wrestlers doing sunset flips and space flying tiger drops.
Street Fight, that wasn't Pokemon.
Dressed as little lizards.
Despite what it may seem on as an idiot on the internet on YouTube, I try my hardest not to speak on things I know nothing about.
You don't know anything about Pokemon, mate.
Right.
I could educate you on Pokemon.
I am, like, and we have a bit of a laugh that I'm the oldest person in the history of WhatCulture. I'm a caveman. There is like a 5-year window between myself, nearly 5 between us and likes of like Wilborn and Nicholas and the like, but I know Sidric would agree with me.
I'm not 40, mate.
Exactly, right, yeah. So like, and I tragically am. I feel like the exact small window of people that was too old for the Pokemon boom when it hit in the UK, and then thus never discovered it. I don't know, like even to my kids, like when they've like had their dalliances with Pokemon, I'm aware of Pikachu obviously, and there was that big film where he was like Sherlock Holmes or something. But I think
that was The Wire.
Like, oh, sorry,
Jimmy McNulty.
Pikachu colon The Wire.
Yeah.
I don't know
Bunkachu.
Single thing.
I got it. Bunkachu. There you go.
It's smart to put it on YouTube, I guess. It's a brand, isn't it? Like, if they were if WWE, like, if WWE was engaging with a brand I understood, then I could completely be like, stick your Scooby-Doo murder mystery over WrestleMania weekend. I get that.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but I'm sure it'll draw.
So, it is drawing already, It's crazy. People are in demand for the Pokemon show. Look, there's 2 ways to play this, right? If it's like a proper Pokemon fight, and it's like, dudes in costumes zapping each other and like using cards and like that's not going to be something that I personally am going to enjoy. But if it is simply just something as absurd as some of the best high-flying wrestlers and technicians in the world dressing up as dinosaurs and doing a proper match, like the disconnect between the costume and the action could be really funny.
Yeah.
So hey, look, if you want to see Pikachu wrestling, it's happening on September 25th. They sold a boatload of tickets so far. The tourist crowd that on these Arena Mexico shows is crazy. I wonder if people will be flying in. Pokemon fans.
Fantasy book. If I've offended any Pokemon fans there, fantasy book in the comments below your favourite Pokemon and what they would do to me in a battle. Like, I don't know, what it's Squirtle.
Squirt on you, mate.
Well, I was going to. That sounds gross, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like the Squirtle giving me a pearl necklace.
Bulbasaur.
Is Bulbasaur. Oh.
Bulbasaur's a little he's got like a garlic on his back.
So
a little green guy.
Teabagged by Bulbasaur. I don't know. Let me know.
My favourite one is Snorlax. He's a big fat guy who sleeps.
He's got a big nose.
I don't think so.
Snorlax feels like he should have like an elephant trunk.
He's just like this huge fat lad, and he just sleeps. He do be sleeping. He's my kind of.
I was gonna say like that would be the life I would live if I was a Pokemon.
My kind of guy. Listen, let's fire up the Pokemon Go right now. I can tell you all about this. This is what people tune in for on our show.
Pokemon Go?
Well, I only have this because my girlfriend plays it and she gets points if she
you still collect them in the streets and stuff?
She plays it in the house and stuff. Or when we're on a road trip in the car, she's sitting there catching Pokemon.
No way.
It's
I didn't
awesome.
realise that was still a thing.
But like, I've only got it so that she can get points or whatever from trading. There you go.
Do you come into work and catch them when they're like kicking around at the desk?
I literally have never caught one. I don't know what I'm doing. How do I find my Pokemons? I don't know. Let's move. No one's tuning in for this. Let's go on to the next story.
Pokemon Go wrestling, come back because.
Where did you come from? Pokemon Go. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing here.
One more story. You take the high road and I'll take the low road and I'll get to Paris before you, is what your countryman Drew McIntyre might say.
He's
because
Welsh.
While Randy Orton's been on a European tour, Drew McIntyre has been kicking around in New York City going to 80th birthday parties. But they might come back together tonight on SmackDown because last week Randy Orton slid in and RKO'd Drew McIntyre ostensibly to get revenge for the attack on Cody Rhodes by Drew McIntyre a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown. Cody Rhodes is currently away filming the Street Fighter movie, but kind of selling the injuries sustained by the Drew McIntyre attack. And that attack by Randy Orton may in fact be leading to one more match. This is per Dave Meltzer from the Wrestling Observer, who said that the company has talked about adding Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton onto the Clash in Paris card at the very last minute. Currently, Clash in Paris has got its typically allocated 5 to 6 match structure. Yeah. The Stephanie Naomi match was obviously taken off on account of Naomi being pregnant, but Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella for the Intercontinental title was added to it. So that felt like a like-for-like switch. However, SmackDown is in France tonight. So if you're going to add one more match, the go-home edition of the show in the same country would probably be the perfect place to do that. Drew and Randy have got quite a bit of history going all the way back even to the pandemic, where they fought over the WWE title. And the company, per Dave, says that they do at least want to do Drew and Randy once before you get to Drew and Cody. Yeah. And indeed, down the line, presumably Randy and Cody as well.
Yeah, so
could be happening.
Little kind of box checking thing to get through to the bigger match, which will be Cody Rhodes, obviously. You'd imagine they will add that tonight, as you've said, because the show is 2 days later, so that's really the only opportunity, unless they do a little social media gimmick, perhaps. But yeah, there you go. Drew probably not having as big a 2025 as he had a 2024 so far, but Randy is a big name opponent, and he will probably finish the year on a high if they end up doing the Cody match. For whatever shows are on the WrestlePaloozas.
See for yourself, by the way, because of course being in Europe, if you are, we get SmackDown at tea time. It's like 7, 8 o'clock or something, isn't it? Because it's in France. So
it is.
Look forward to them.
It is. I enjoy these European time zone shows. We've had a lot of those lately.
If you're sick of them bloody adverts, get on Stephanie McMahon's podcast and she'll tell you how to skip them.
No, she won't.
Oh, no, she won't.
She didn't actually go any further.
No, skip back on this video and Murray will tell you how to.
Well, no, I'm just telling you about a good deal that we offer to people. So, hey, I think that's probably, we'll probably cut this one off. Yeah, let's go home.
Let's do it.
This chair is a creaky piece of crap. I
can't wait to buy those dick pills.
Buy your cheese from the shop. Thank you for joining us today. 2 news videos. What are we doing? How do I close this one out? I have absolutely no idea. Do the same thing you do every day, Andy, you complete and utter idiot. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend. Don't eat the cheese. It's made of meatballs and they've not been cooked. They haven't been cooked. You're going to get diarrhea.
We're leaving! That's what MVP does when he walks out of the building.
Bye.